How's it going, Pokemon fans? JollyMonz back here again with Michael. Gonna do some pre-Seattle questions. So, anyone interested with the Guardians Rising format, where it's going, things like that? It's pretty informative in my opinion. So, y'all know Michael already if you watched the last one. If you haven't, you should definitely go check that out. I know I learned a lot.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, first question. How much do you see Guardians Rising affecting the current standard format?
I think Guardians is going to take over. Definitely going to take over. It will change the whole meta. It will change everything. Gameplay, strategy, everything. It will change it.
I know a lot of people are saying this is probably the best set since Roaring Skies, if not better than Roaring Skies.
I think I can agree with that.
I can see the argument for being a lot more impactful.
Right.
It seems like we're going to be moving to a lot slower decks and not as many basic base decks. There's going to be more evolution based decks. It feels like.
I mean, I was looking at it. If you go fast, Garbo gonna kill you. If you go slow, Sylveon's gonna kill you. So
it definitely makes me sad because it's I really don't want to touch Mega Ray at all.
Yeah, me too.
And it's favorite deck, but can't do it. So, what do you think's the best card in Guardians that's not Tapu Lele or Garbodor? Since those are kind of just obvious top two cards in set.
Honestly, it's Field Blower.
Yeah.
Field Blower just changed the game. I mean, come on, Garbodor with the Floatstone. Now people are starting to play Greninja again, so I can say Field Blower is the best card there is.
Garbodor isn't shutting down as many decks.
Yep.
Do you see any of the other Pokemon besides Garb or Lele being popular?
Sylveon. I saw a Trevenant deck.
Really?
Trevenant Bellbloom. A friend of mine is doing a Sylveon red card Delinquent.
Ooh, spicy.
Trevor's over here getting excited.
Yeah, that's the deck I'm testing out right now. I love it.
Yeah, it was just turn one, red card, and then Delinquent you.
Yeah.
And then he got a Sylveon with dealing 110.
Yeah.
And then if things get a little rough, do the first attack, grab Crashing Hammers, Lysander, wherever you want, whatever you need.
Yeah.
What do you feel about stuff like Lycanroc and Tapu Koko and some of the other GXs that people aren't talking as much about?
Drampa.
Drampa is good. I mean, that's like a Jirachi that got steroid or something, you know?
Yeah.
Got bigger, 180, removing an energy? Come on.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Big Wheel can get you out of some really tight situations if you still have your GX available.
And the GX attack is like Colress. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the actual, Berserk?
Yeah, it's
that can actually just knock something out.
Any Rainbow Energy deck, just automatic 150.
Imagine 150 and then Choice Band
180.
One-shot almost anything.
There you go.
Yeah.
With Kukui, you hit the 200 HP GXs.
Yep. So, I'll ask a question Trevor's probably really interested in regarding Sylveon.
Oh, I was gonna...
Do you think Sylveon's going to replace Lapras's spot in the format?
Honestly, when I heard about the Sylveon red card Delinquent from my friend, I started building it. Oh, you know what? This deck would be so much fun. They're trolling people.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, imagine you go first, down to one card, and you have 110 attacking Pokemon, and then if they find a way to put something in the bench, just use your GX attack, bring it back.
Yeah.
That's great.
Just totally annoy them.
Mm-hmm.
I know something me and Trevor were discussing is maybe not even try to win with damage, just try to use Sylveon as a mill deck.
Yeah, I think I saw that one. I don't know. I don't know how really it worked because I never played with it. It could work. Bundle Beast is a good card.
I mean, you just use it to search out any of your handiworks or whatever. Start building with that.
Handiworks, your Crushing Hammers, and then if you have a good Lysander, there's a big retreat cost Pokemon on your opponent's bench. Lysander. Yeah. Yeah,
Still,
I think
okay.
it'll work.
Okay.
Because that's what I'm testing out right now is just Mill Sylveon, and I don't know. Definitely gonna try out the red card thing.
Yeah, I don't think we thought of that one yet. So, okay. So, I know we already kind of talked about not wanting to play Mega Ray right now, but do you think pretty much the Turbo decks in general, Turbo Dark, Mega Ray, those kinds of decks are just going to fall out of standard with Garbodor being present?
Hell yeah, definitely. I'll say Mega who? Mega what? Because I don't think... I don't know. No one's going to play it. I mean, there's a Pokemon, I forgot his name, can lower you to 4 bench, even if you have Skyfield.
Sudowoodo.
Yeah.
Pseudo. There you go. Come on, that Pokemon's crazy, man.
Yep.
I mean, even with stuff like Turbo Dark that might not even need all the bench space, they're throwing away a ton of items.
Yep.
Yeah, and Garbodor just gonna one-shot everything.
I mean, if you get lucky and go to a tournament where there's no Garbodor, then yeah, sure.
Especially with Field Blower coming out too against Turbo Dark, you just Field Blower off their EXP shares and Garbodor comes
There you
in
go,
one
plus
shots.
20, plus 20, plus 20.
Yep.
You're just gonna keep
Yeah.
going up.
You're just going to get bodied. Okay. So, here's a kind of interesting question. Which top deck from the current basic Sun and Moon format do you think has the best chance to just completely fall out of the meta?
Well,
Mega Ray.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we did also kind of just answer that question with the last one, talking about, like, because obviously the Turbo decks fall
Well,
out.
Kind of, but it's like, I definitely feel like what he said, Mega Ray will definitely easily, how do I word this? Will fall out.
'Cause, I mean,
even
I
more.
know someone is playing a Turbo Dark still.
Yep.
I mean, with a good start and a bad draw with your opponent starting really bad, I mean, Turbo Dark can still pull it.
I think it's one of those where, I guess just the combination of Garbodor and Sudowoodo just really makes it just almost impossible for Ray to do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Parallel City already killing Mega Ray, and then this Pokemon just added tech will just definitely kill Mega Ray.
Yep. Okay. So, what are your thoughts heading into Seattle?
I need to get a good sleep first, because until now I didn't sleep. We just arrived. We just came back yesterday from Canada, so until now I can't sleep. I don't know, because I'm starting to build a deck for my son. Until now, we only have 2 decks built. We have a Trevenant Plume, and we have the Garbodor Lele deck. And I'm thinking of building a Lapras deck, because I think Lapras is still a good choice.
Yep.
I think it's still a good choice.
You know, I played it a little bit, especially since they started playing Steven in it. I mean, I love that deck, especially with Steven. It's really fun.
I do have a question on when you're building your Garbodor Lele decks, do you prefer more Tauros or more Drampa?
I prepare more Drampa.
Okay. I've seen a lot of decks bouncing between, all Tauros or all Drampa, or do a 2-1 split on them.
I think we did a 2-1 also. 2 Drampa, 1 Taurus.
Okay.
And but pretty much, I don't know. If ever, I might play the Sylveon deck. Sylveon, red card, whatever, for fun.
Fun
I
for
mean,
you.
it's surprising, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I've been busy for the past 2 weeks. I never had a chance to build anything or play test anything. And I just keep asking people around, oh, you went to a league challenge or a league cup. What did you see? Or what's good? What's stable? What's consistent? And people keep saying the same thing. They saw Greninja. They saw a lot of people play Garbo. Honestly, if I don't build anything by Thursday, I will end up playing Wailord.
Hey.
Seriously, I'm gonna end up playing Wailord.
We're talking Wailord EX, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That makes you just so happy on the inside,
It's
doesn't
my
it?
favorite deck. I love playing that deck.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So I mean, versus Garbodor, if you're saving your hand, Garbodor won't hit you that much. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
but the only downside is the Greninja. If you play with Greninja,
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
it's true. So, What do you think will be the 3 most popular decks in Seattle?
Garbo, Trev, and Greninja. Definitely.
That'd be definitely refreshing, to say the least.
I'd be excited to see Greninja back on top.
Because, I mean, like, Greninja had kind of like its 5 seconds of fame earlier in the format, but it's kind of been almost non-existent since rotation.
And 2 cards literally saved the deck. It's kind of crazy.
Field Blower. Thanks to Field Blower.
Yeah.
Yep, Field Blower and Choice Band just...
brought the deck back to life. It's crazy. 2 cards.
Honestly, Choice Band's just kind of gravy.
Yeah, well, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Icing on the cake.
You don't have to worry about the Garbotoxin Garbodor anymore.
Yeah, because even then they play like
The one.
there's the one of in it, and you just hold your Field Blower.
And also rescue stretcher. Come on, man.
Yeah, there's that too.
You can return your brakes back easy.
Yep.
Yeah. You want to pull? I mean,
I want to do some play testing now.
right? All right. Well, did you guys have any other questions?
No, when you were talking about Lapras, do you mean Quad Lapras or just like Lapras Water Box?
I'm still not sure how I'm gonna pull that one.
Yeah.
But pretty much, I'm looking at Quad Lapras.
Okay, because I've seen some Lapras Water Box floating around recently, so I was just curious.
Probably Toolbox version. Because I think the hammers, because the game is slow right now, you want to go hit really fast. I mean, like I said, Garbodor is gonna be big, so you want to hit Garbo as soon. You want to kill it as soon as you see it. So
Yeah.
come on, Lapras do 160. I don't think Garbo is gonna survive that one.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like preferring Lapras over Sylveon. It's just I think Lapras is still better because attack-wise.
Just the ability to come out and hit for 160, and or being able to paralyze.
Yep.
I actually have a
Manaphy, just play with. I'm thinking to add 1 Manaphy though, 1 or 2 Manaphy.
Yeah.
So I don't have to rely on Pokemon Ranger all the time.
Yep, to attack. Yeah.
I actually kind of have a question going off of his. I know people, like, obviously the comparison between, like, Lapras and Sylveon is pretty obvious, but do you think Sylveon decks are going to be the same way, where you only play, like, the Eevee and the Sylveon, or do you think you need more support Pokemon with Sylveon?
Yeah, I think you need more support on Sylveon, because it's, like I said, it's an evolution.
Yeah.
I mean, it relies on Sylveon GX not going to be price.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even if you have Eevee, but you price your Sylveon, or you have your Sylveon, but you don't have your Eevee, so...
So like maybe put in some Tapu Lele, or maybe a Wobbertoo.
True, but, I mean, it helps, but... I don't know, I think Lapras is still way better than Sylveon right now.
I agree.
Same.
I haven't played either one yet, so...
It's just one of those things. Sylveon's the cute new toy, literally. And
Yeah, for having fun.
And just because it's really good in Japan doesn't mean it's going to translate over here.
Plus, it's an evolution, so everyone's gonna gravitate towards it. So
I don't know, man. I read search for 3 of any card you want.
I mean,
any 3 cards.
That's really good. I just feel like maybe it's going to get really good here, but we're going to see a completely different Sylveon than is in Japan. Like, it's going to be totally different over here.
Yeah.
Like, it'll probably be more of an aggro-based deck using Magical Ribbon just to set up.
we'll have to see.
But we'll find out.
But imagine, I mean, you can always get Jolteon, Flareon, and Sylveon from Asian origins to double the attack. So,
Yep.
I don't know. There's ways to make it better, but the question is consistency.
Yep.
Because you can Magical Ribbon for if you need the Jolteon or if you need the Flareon.
Just go get it. Yep.
Hmm.
Neat little ideas.
Yep. Alright.
Yeah.
So I think that's all I can really think of. I don't know, I was just looking for input on what might be popular.
Yeah.
I always like opinions on what might be coming up.
It's always nice to prepare. All right, well, that's going to be it, guys. We just want to say thanks again to Michael for joining us, giving us some
No
insight.
problem.
It can never hurt to learn from people better than you. It's just one of those things you have to realize. It's the only way to learn and get better. You heard him say it in the last one. He learned from Sosa and all those guys where he's at.
Everyone learns something from somebody.
Yeah, I mean,
else, so.
I have to ask them, like, seriously, I have to ask each one of them, like, how I'm gonna deal with it. You know, like, I know I made it that far without asking people, but still, you know, they have more experience. They have more experience. They're good at this, and it doesn't hurt.
Yep, you got to set your pride aside and just be willing to learn. So, we just want to thank Michael for joining us, giving us some insight, giving y'all some insight. That's it for us. So, as always, guys,
Stay jolly.
Stay jolly. Thanks, guys.